why Blue Bloods fans are so split over Eddie Janko-Reagan. Watching the slow burning chemistry of with couples on TV is nothing new, from Ross and Rachel to Derek and Meredith to Luke and Lorelai. The technique is classic, whether it's clear they'll be together or the script writers taunt the audience for a long time before shattering their hearts by throwing a twist in the works. We've been watching couples Blue Blood for years now. It has formed of friends Jamie Reagan, Will Estes, and Eddie Janko, Vanessa Ray, who are ultimately married in season 9 after years of back and forth. While it brought an end to the writers' "well, they get together" gold, it also gave them a fresh golden trove of partner versus colleague disputes. However, not everyone is happy with their relationship. In a discussion on Blue Bloods, Redditor U Radio Girl K published a blistering rant about Eddie's behavior. I believe the writers should definitely rethink their characters' react. The Redditor wrote in the post. They go on to add in their circle, and she complains that Jamie doesn't have her back before turning around and criticizing him for rescuing her. Jamie consistently puts her in her position 1 minute and afterward apologizes later for mistreating her. It's awful to watch her be such a constant paradox for herself. Here's why Blue Bloods fans are so divided about Eddie's bond with Jamie. Is this relationship the fans have wished for? It's an interesting spin on the role, but what other fans think so? Some fans think that Eddie bullies Jamie. Jamie and Eddie's relationship is riddled with obstacles. Jamie's Eddie's superior officer and is expected his job to make impartial decisions. As a married couple, they must consider each other when making various decisions. You Callisto Fox of Reddit seems to agree. They responded to post Reddit Girl Case positively, commenting, Eddie is among the worst members of the cast, also wish for limited screen time of her. Furthermore, Portateki stated, this is precisely how I'm going through right now. Her character is one of my least favorites and I don't like her at all. Anything and everything seems to trigger her and then she begins to abuse Jamie. Even when Jamie is simply fulfilling his job and doing the right thing, they said she frequently asks him to do things differently because it would impact how the other officers in the department like her. Eddie's followers believe she is a tyrant regardless of the reasons for some of her actions against her spouse and supervisor. Meanwhile, this topic is packed with Janko enthusiasts who are unwilling to watch their beloved cop duo get roasted. Others disagree and believe they have a healthy relationship. Many of Janko's fans have decided to support him. These admirers appear to understand that the fundamental dynamic of their professional and personal life forces them to develop and learn. Like his father and brother on the job, Jamie will try to compensate with Eddie to provide the perception of partially. She will certainly integrate her work and personal life and express her views to her spouse. Isn't it pretty terrible circumstance? Root Beer says. She works as a beat cop with other beat cops for her self-described challenging spouse and imposes regulations that take some into time to earn the respect of her co-workers. She was the one that had to put up with her whining and resentment. Despite this, she's always there for Jamie. When other officers try to criticize about him, she is around him to defend him. They're a solid, beautiful couple with a balanced relationship, the Redditor says. A superficial dig into women's history and American law enforcement will educate you that women have had to prove themselves more than their female contemporaries from the beginning. Redditor Drooling Sloth Carpet added they went on to say that Eddie's only human, therefore it's understandable that this might affect her personal life. Eddie and Jamie fought for the right to cooperate together and have one another's backs, regardless of whether you disagree or agree with the initial Redditor's remarks.